That wasn't appropriate.
See, look at that. See, can't even start without inappropriate negativity, man. Just,
Hey, I have a question.
I think I'll have an answer.
Nah, that's a really good question.
This is a grade A question.
It's a
You can't
beautiful-
get any questions like this anywhere else, brother.
Can you explain to me who this chocolate fellow is right here?
Man, look at that. That's old visionary. Look at, he ain't even know yet. He ain't even know. Look at, man.
I can't even get you to focus. That's it's just the same in high school. Can't even get you to focus, man. Look at this.
See, man, this ain't even true. This is accusation. See, man, he ain't bring up the other chocolate dude we know, the other one.
Oh, that was my cousin. Yeah, he was the one that's talking about the one that's standing right next to him. Yeah, I know exactly.
Also about this, see, man. I don't know about this.
Oh no, I know a lot. I know a lot. Let's get it. Let's get it started early. Let's get it started. Well, no, let me.
It's been like 10 years and I still don't know about this, man.
Let me turn my AC off. It's gonna be I'm finna be.
He got the WWE book.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got the WWE book. See, you exposing me. See, let me start the show. Dang. I'm so eager. I'm eager too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting a whole week for this. My freezer's turned on. Hello, all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr. and Devin Lee Crimes alongside me. Devin, how are you today?
I'm feeling splendid. Look, I ain't never used that one before. Look at that.
Why are you feeling splendid? Why are you feeling so happy? You look like you about to do a backflip right now.
Cause I'm just like, look, things looking up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Things looking up.
Yup.
Let me tell you why they about to turn for you. Let me tell you why you about to have a horrible day. I have in my hand, for those watching on YouTube, hello YouTube. For those listening, thank you for listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Wow 110, and all over. In my hand, I have a book, a WWE book. I haven't opened this book. Actually, I have opened this book, but I never looked through it I haven't looked through it in a minute. Written by Brian Shields and Kevin Sullivan. That's
They ain't give me my credit. See, man.
Yo, credit.
They know I was part writing in that book too. That's why I know so much.
I'm trying to find the date. 2005. Oh
yeah, I was definitely a bit.
No, I lied. It's 2008.
What should they go my story?
It says 2008. It's giving me like 5 different. So let's say in between 2005 to 2008.
That makes sense. He got the dust on it.
Right, it got dust all over it. But yeah, so this book, 2005, 2008. I'm just gonna open up this book and I'm just gonna ask you a question. 10 questions. Just 10 random questions. The next time we do this, our main man, Aaron Duvall, will be joining us. And he'll be participating. And we'll probably do this on the weekend. Just have fun on the weekend. Just do a heel turn game show. Call it a day.
Weekend heel turn fun.
So be on the lookout for that. But for now, the fun has to end. We'll continue with the fun later. Because, man, the gloves are off. Devin, we witnessed last night a barbed wire everywhere death match. It's not a death match, but a barbed wire everywhere match. Chris Jericho taking on Eddie Kingston. And at first, you looked at the barbed wire on the microphone. I was like, that's fake. Like, I was like, that's gotta be, that's foolishness. Like, obviously you could tell which ones are gimmicked and which ones are not. I said, I just destroyed my own rule for saying the F word. So excuse me. I'll have that censored. On Wild 110. It'll be like a duck noise or something. But but when you're looking at this barbed wire everywhere match, Eddie Kingston takes a hurricane. He's on the top turnbuckle. Chris Jericho hits him with a hurricane rana. He's landing on this table of barbed wire. His skin is stuck. Like he has to slowly like get up. Like Aubrey, I forgot her last name. Where Aubrey had to like lift him up, and like pretty much peel him off of there. Same with Chris Jericho when Chris Jericho landed on the barbed wire. I don't know why I'm spacing on the word barbed wire, but Devin, right? It's just I couldn't get my mind right. But even just looking at this whole thing, what's your thoughts on this match? Obviously, the finish was horrible. Eddie Kingston lost, which was stupid. I already gave off my yelling. I already went on my temper tantrum last night. You can listen to that on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But Devin, your thoughts on that match?
Yeah, excusing the finish. The entire match, it was, to me, it was okay for. I mean, I guess I'll call it a death match. It was barbed wire. It's supposed to be all gruesome and bloody. Me personally, that's not my cup of tea. But I mean, if it's for a rivalry where it's like been brewed to that point, then I'll accept it. But I probably would have been fine with this match if it wasn't for the finish. Like if Eddie Kingston just won clean and that was the end of it, cool. Like it was all bloody and stuff. This is the conclusion. I'm fine. But what we did get, yeah, I don't know about that. That's supposed to be the whole culmination. There's all the blood and everything has been shed, and now we're here. And then it just went.
Yeah. And it's crazy because it seems like every match that Chris Jericho is in ends up in a like he lands, which was perfectly fine. We weren't expecting him to land on concrete.
Oh, no.
But in the last Blood and Guts match where he fell into a sack of pillows, which I'm glad he did, if it was safe. But usually you try to hide that stuff. He wasn't a part of the exploding death match that Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley was in, where it kind of just sparkled everywhere. They brought out sparklers and just threw them on top of Jon Moxley, just ran around him a little bit. But yeah, like it seems like AEW does a lot of that death match type of style, and it is a failing for them. Do you think this should end? Do you think are you one of those? Oh, they'll get it eventually. Like they're not that bad anyway. Or are you kind of like, yeah, this is done. They should just end it right now.
I don't think they should end it because I feel like you can nail it if you just can get your. How can I put it? I look at these.
Yourself.
You believe in yourself. That sounds like all motive. If you believe in yourself, you can.
Right, if Tony Khan believes in himself, he could just make that ring explode, and Jon Moxley would just calmly walk out of there. Like this doesn't make any sense. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's cool. I mean, it's only so far you can go with these. Like it's only so many things you can push for that. So I mean, I would say this. I would say the spark of it, like, oh my God, that'll probably die down as they keep doing it. But if you can use these matches properly for feuds where like it's just been so personal, it's been really just they've been going at it for a while. Those matches should be like you're ended. Like that's all. That was it. Like they left everything out there. They're all torn to bits, all that good stuff. And that's it. But like don't go into that and have like a funky finish where it's like, well, what was the point of building all this up? This guy's, talking about this guy's personal issues and everything, and then you still don't get him to win. That's the whole thing. You can do these. Like I said, I feel like the spark of them will die away, but if you can get the finishes right, then they should be okay.
I agree 100%. So I'm going to just ask my next question to you. Your thoughts on Chris Jericho?
Chris Jericho, man. Painmaker Chris Jericho, just, no, I'm just kidding.
Nah, man. Painmaker Jericho, Wizard Jericho, Jericho, whichever Chris Jericho you want to talk about. Just your thoughts on the man himself right now.
The role that he just is in, like the whole Jericho Society stuff, like it's just, what is it really helping though? Like he's already Chris Jericho, like he literally needs nothing more at all. And so I'm like, what is that whole Jericho Society thing doing for them for the most part? It's just a waste of just him coming on, wasting time really that you could be giving to somebody else. Maybe women's division, huh? I mean, true. At least that would be building towards something, which this isn't. This is not. Like him winning last night is literally not. It ain't, like it's just backwards.
No, it's definitely backwards. You know what's funny? I felt like Kenny Omega like laid in bed, like closed his eyes, was about to go to sleep. He just Thunderstorm. Instantly just woke up the next day. All right, I'm gonna have Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm. Y'all gonna get together like that. When we found out they were gonna be a tag team, I instantly thought it's got to be because of the name, because there's no other way. And they're gonna probably have one of them turn on each other, and then that's gonna, like some stupid stuff. They're gonna try and put some feeling and emphasis to it when I honestly think it's gonna fail, like from the jump. Like,
oh wait, did you say Tony Khan or Kenny Omega?
I meant both of them, because Kenny Omega pretty much, he's a forward. Like, I guess he runs the women's division, but Tony Khan still books the show.
Okay,
so,
I got you. I was just imagining. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, both of them. I feel like both of them play a part in it. So I'm gonna just throw both of them under the bus, because Tony Khan ain't stopping it. So I'm like, if somebody because like if you have no women's tag team championships, and Thunder Rosa just beat Tony Storm respectively, why would we tag team? Why would we team? Devin, if you beat me, and maybe I'm just a sleazy, maybe I'm just a grimy guy. Maybe this might sound grimy to somebody. But if you beat me and I respect you, even if I respect you and you like, man, bro, we should team up. Is there any titles we fighting for? No, bro, just respect. Man, get out of my face, man, with that respect.
That can only go so far, because you just look at it like, well, I guess there's nothing else to do, huh? Then team up. Like, you already beat me, so what next? Only way I'm gonna stay in this picture is if we team up.
Man, if anything, Tony Storm was like, what will I be on TV? Yeah, all right. Say no more. I ain't gonna be on YouTube. All right. That's pretty much how it is. You could get me out of YouTube, man. Say no more. Get me out of here. Like, that's you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You get me off of YouTube. You don't get me on TV. Like, I just think that's the craziest thing ever. When this is gonna bring us to our next topic we'll talk about in a minute. But I want to just stay on I just don't understand why you would have Tony Storm, who literally could be doing she's not doing a Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose literally shows up, gets wins on YouTube just to show up on TV and get jobbed out. That's pretty much how it goes. If you're on YouTube getting wins, you're not getting wins on TV. I'm sorry, my brother, unless you're returning. But it just looks like they don't know what to do.
They don't. You gotta have some type of direction. Like, that's the thing. Like, just to have somebody come in, you build them up. Like, oh my god, then they lose, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna just team up with the champion. No, that's going nowhere. Like, you just went into a wall and just said, I'm gonna just keep walking in place.
Exactly. Oh wait, how do we get from that to Chris Jericho? I forgot I even thought about.
Well, see, I was talking about how Chris Jericho, like them in the whole Jericho society crap.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering, because I was like, man, we went on a loop.
No, it fed right into it. It was just like, he could be using that time for something else that could be building to something
like the women's division. Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, okay, I got you. But nah, here's where I mainly have a problem with, and this is gonna conjoin. We're gonna conjoin these conversations. But when you're looking at Chris Jericho and his glizzy eating team, it just doesn't make any sense why you see Chris Jericho, an old, in wrestling terms, old, you're elderly, you're an old man, and you're grabbing a Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara has been by your side since AEW has been born. What does Sammy Guevara gain? It's he's 23 years old. He's going to be the face of AEW one day, 4 pillars. So why are you hanging on Chris Jericho? Get this old man out my face, bro. Like, that would be me if I was Sammy Guevara. Like, I don't need this. My girlfriend fine. Like, get me out of here, bro. You have my girlfriend dragged up in this, and you got my girlfriend and her little friend dragged all up in this. How many people does Chris Jericho have to grab? It's like the new NWO. It's just Chris Jericho being protected by a bunch of young talent. And that's not how the NWO was, but the NWO was just grabbing unnecessary people into the match, into their faction, to make either Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, or Scott Hall look good. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. But yeah, it's just Devin. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that whole thing is like, what is it helping? That's why I'm like, he need to find another role, because you just wasting time. Like, them guys could be doing something else that could be building more credibility for them or building them to another level. And they just out here every week, just the same stuff, where you could use that time for something better.
Like the women's division. That's what we're going to go into right now. I had to let's segue that. That's how we're gonna segue it now, a better way. Because man, we was up and down and all around. But look, going back to Thunderstorm and them, there's no reason for them to be tagging if there's no championships. So obviously Toni Storm is pretty much just either wasting their time or just this is going to be her heel turn, which we all can clearly see is going to happen, being just predictable. So you're thinking, dang, okay, what's going on the other side of the women's division? Okay, you got Jade Cargill and whoever she's beaten. You think, Devin, real quick, you don't gotta give an explanation real fast, but do you think Athena is gonna be the one to beat the undefeated Jade Cargill?
I do not think that.
All right, perfect. I don't think so neither. So you look at the other side of the women's division. Jade Cargill, okay, what's she doing? Okay, she's just destroying the women's division. Ain't nobody touching her. Nobody's touching her. She has to beat Anna Jay 5 times apparently. And so you go on to Raw. Who is it? Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. Bianca Belair, okay, she's fighting a decent amount of people, but Becky Lynch, it doesn't matter who's showing up in the women's division. Becky Lynch is gonna be, her face is gonna be on that poster. Her face is gonna be in that woman's title picture, regardless. It doesn't matter where she's at. Even if it's not on there, she's gonna Photoshop herself in there. Like, that's how crazy it is. And then you go to SmackDown, Liv Morgan, not really that convincing of a champion to most people. Some people don't think so, but most people might think otherwise. So you can say something about that side of the women's division. Devin, your thoughts? Like, just enjoying. You don't have to compare the two, but just your thoughts on how the women's division is now compared to what it used to be. Because now there's a lot of these women that aren't being shown.
It just needs to be more time for it to open up more. You just really, I tell you, like in the women's division, it's either the title or it's nothing. Either you're fighting for the women's title or you're maybe even scrapping for the 24/7 title. And it's just there's nothing in the middle to build stuff. Like for the men, there's always some type of beef with somebody turned on some, or it's some type of story going on that doesn't involve a championship. But for the women, it's always just either a championship and that's just it. Like they can have issues too that they want to fight over weeks for and stuff. And that just those type of feuds without a championship in line still helps because it still helps develop your character, help you develop who you are. If you just constantly fight for a championship, that's cool. But what else you gonna do when you're not in that picture? You're just gonna be doing nothing. So it's
Yeah, I think it's just ugly. Looking from an AEW standpoint, Hiro Shida, even the Nyla Rose is pretty impressive. Ruby Soho is getting glued into the Glizzy Eating Club storyline, so we can't really say nothing about her. But there's so many women on that roster that could be Riho, that could be seeing some time in AEW, but just aren't right now. WWE, there's a lot of women seeing time, but not benefiting from it. It's kind of just, it's a slippery slope. Alexa Bliss, wow, you just seen it. We just seen the comparison from 5 years ago to now with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, I remember when Alexa Bliss was a threat to the WWE women's division, to the women's locker room. When she was winning Money in the Bank, when she had Sasha Banks ready to pull her hair out, and real like kayfabe and like personally, Sasha Banks couldn't stand Alexa Bliss. I don't care what nobody say. She could deny it herself, and I'd still tell her to her face she lying. So looking at Alexa Bliss from 5 years ago, holding the WWE SmackDown and Raw Women's Championships, she was going nuts. Do you remember that day, Devin? Do you remember those times, Devin?
I definitely remember.
She was a crazy. Nia Jax couldn't hang with Alexa Bliss at the time, man. Alexa Bliss was a demon. And now she turned into a literal demon. And she went from WWE champion to 24/7 champion. Devin, like that's got to say something about the huge decline in how like the WWE has represented some of the women on their roster, like just building them up.
They need that mid-card championship. It's not a lot of room to move around. Like it's just like once you get 2 or 3 people, that's kind of it. They never really will have 4 or 5 people in a title picture at all. Like this, you'll never have them all just standing there, just constantly going at it.
Like I said, it's either championship or bust. They need to either. You see, they tried the tag team titles. That is nothing now. They need like a mid card championship, something where you can still devote time for the women, where it's something that means something. And still have your big women's championship as well, the main event one. But they need something for the ones in the middle, because that's how people fade off. You see them, you're like, oh shit, man, you used to be cold. Now you're just doing nothing. You're just in six women tag matches, and it's just going nowhere. You gotta have more space, more wiggle room for development.
Look, and we're talking about that on the WWE side. I have a question on the AEW side. Anna Jay just joined the Glizzy Eating Club with Chris Jericho and them little friends. You think her friend Ty Conti is going to be wrestling often?
No.
You think Anna Jay herself is going to be wrestling often?
No.
Foolishness. That's crazy. So just looking at that, and just off of them being absorbed into Chris Jericho's little group, and just them being them. Nothing. I think I seen it was pretty much a statistic saying that ever since her and Sammy Guevara came out to be together, she hasn't wrestled since then. Yeah, not wrestled since then, but like wrestled on AEW TV since then. She's been on YouTube. I've seen her on YouTube, and I seen her and Sammy Guevara actually won a mixed tag team championship, I think, in Mexico. But you see how crazy that is. Like, you're not getting represented well at all. I think the women's division it's just on a slow decline. It will get back up. Like we will pick up, and it will be awesome. Bianca Belair is awesome. Jade Cargill is awesome. We'll talk about her in a minute. Matter of fact, let's talk about it right now. They both are amazing, so we'll love to see it. I'm sorry, you was gonna say something?
Oh no, I just wanted to I guess I was like, it's in a much better place than it's been, but it could be so much better.
Yeah, that's actually perfect. That's a better way to explain.
That's what I'm like. I'm grateful for what we got, but
sure. Yeah. Speaking of grateful for what we got, let's see if Jade Cargill would be grateful for what she got, because we asked the wrestling community this question: would Jade Cargill be successful in the WWE? You said, give me a hell yeah, say yes, but only in NXT 2.0, or no chance at all. Devin, what do you think the voters voted?
Hell yeah.
Brother.
No, just playing. That's one.
Let me see. With 68%, hell yeah. And let me tell you, let's get this conversation started. 68% of y'all are psychotic. Yep. I'm going there.
All in the corner like that. Oh, y'all crazy.
I'm going there. We actually had somebody quote tweet us, and it was the perfect. I couldn't have agreed more. Shout out to the Bishop. It's TW Takes Podcast. I got to give him a shout out. Yeah. But he said, yes, she would, because they would teach her how to wrestle. That's facts. Do you agree with our man's right there?
I agree, because the athleticism is there. It's just nothing but just adding the frame around that work, and that's how she would round out to a better performer.
Look, she's great. She's not great. She's great charisma wise, personality wise. She's awesome, but wrestling wise, it can definitely be cleaned up a whole lot. But I think we've already brought this up before when I mentioned her ceiling, Devin. Her ceiling.
Rhea Ripley.
Yep. Thank you.
If she run into Rhea Ripley, that's gonna be it. Rhea Ripley is the crossroads, so I don't know where she gonna go.
I mean, I agree to a standpoint on that. Like, Rhea Ripley is amazing, but like I said, with Jade Cargill in WWE under a whole new roof, like I said, the charisma is there. It's just, it screams superstar, and the athleticism is there. It's all there. All it is just tightening up that ring work, and finding just what's her best attributes, and just applying all of that. And that's where I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you always saying Rhea Ripley is her ceiling. I feel like she can go past that.
Can she get past that? Nah, Rhea Ripley just gonna get better. I'm sorry. Rhea Ripley, I think Rhea Ripley around our age, like, she ain't playing. Like, Rhea Ripley's only gonna get better.
This is true.
Rhea Ripley's gonna be crazy great. Now, Jade Cargill, I don't think she's gonna be out here losing to like I say, if Sasha Banks was still there, I think they would have a great long rivalry. But I think Jade Cargill, I wouldn't be mad if she won that, came out the winner in that. That's where I think she's great at. I could think she's that Sasha Banks level type. or can be. Or my bad, I mean Mercedes.
I get a little emotional when I hear that name now.
Yeah, I was like, I can't call it Sasha Banks anymore. I got to call it what, Mercedes or something. I don't know. I think that's what she. Oh, we probably won't call her nothing at all. She will probably just be like, hey, that's because she's gonna be in movies now. So that's pretty much, we're just gonna forget her name. It's just gonna be like when The Rock was on Scorpion King. But Devin, there was another poll question that I just had to get to it real fast. Do you think Theory will recreate the sin by cashing in the Reigns? We didn't say when. We just said, is he gonna do it? Yes or no? Devin, what do you think the voters voted for?
I want to say people said no. I don't think they.
Yes, people said 66% said no, and I definitely agree. Do you think that Theory will create the heist of the century moment?
Given that that's going to be on our minds going into it, because Roman being in the picture, Brock Lesnar being in the picture, it's all laid out. But I don't think they'll go that route for him. I'm actually starting to think that, having him win this Money in the Bank and everything, having him riding this high of like, I can just do this at any time. Look at this power I got in my hand. Like, I could be just Universal Champion like that. But I feel this may be the moment that'll really add some more depth to him, because he may be unsuccessful, and that's going to throw him down where it's going to open up where it's like, okay, now you gotta figure something out. That quick shot to the top wasn't going to be it for you. And I feel like that'll show us exactly where he will definitely stand in the WWE landscape.
You want him to be unsuccessful, ain't it?
Look.
That keep you up at night, ain't it?
Look, I ain't know.
You see Theory running through that ramp.
Let me tell you something. Ever since the old Tribal Chief been Universal Champion, man, I ain't lost an inch of sleep. I be going to sleep, my eyes be closed, man. I wake up, I yawn. I be, Roman gonna win tonight. I ain't worried about it. Like,
man, I bet before Roman go to sleep, you like, wait. I gotta check underneath your bed, bro. Theory gonna be out there, at any moment.
I'll be standing right outside, boss. Like,
let me check underneath your pillow, bro. Theory gonna be hiding underneath that, bro. I promise you.
I ain't worried about a thing. That's the thing. And I mean, like, I ain't saying that like I want him to be unsuccessful. Like, I don't want to see him, achieve or anything. I just feel like in this position, I'm hoping it doesn't backfire if that's the case. I just can't see him being put in that position just yet. Like, if it was a dire like situation where like they need to do something that's just out of there, maybe so. But in this case scenario, I don't see it just yet. Not just yet. Like I said, it's fine to give him that because that puts him on such a higher level, brings him into that main event. Like, his name is brought up around main event people of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. He's mentioning them. That's fine. That at least brings him into that pool more. But I just can't see him just actually going over the top of the mountain just yet.
Over my dead body. It's like Austin Theory's cashing in. Theory's cashing in. Theory's gonna spear by a crazy fan. It's like a crazy fan in the ring. Speared by the crazy. It's like Devin getting hauled off. Like, I got a podcast.
He'll turn. Man, look, if I even wake up and just see like just Roman is Universal Undisputed Championship less, man, and it's Theory that's holding it, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
To be honest, it's not the right thing to do at all. If you're gonna do it, you got to do it like Seth Rollins. I'm not saying recreate the heist of the century, but if that moment was just perfect, and it was like you had no other choice. We hated what was going on. We hated what was happening. You gave us an alternative. And that alternative wasn't that bad at all. That alternative was amazing in Seth Rollins. So if Roman's, which it can, if Roman's run does get stale, it is getting boring. We're getting shoved in we're getting Roman versus Brock 12, and they're both laid out. Yes, I would like for Austin Theory to run out there and save us. So something like that. That's just me though.
I don't know. They keep saying like this is gonna be the last time. Well, so they did that with John Cena and The Rock.
Yeah,
I got the Blu-ray once in a lifetime. Like I just look at it and just go lie. He did the same thing. Like, it's just like you can't trust WWE, man.
Man, another person you can't trust is Wheeler Yuta. Because Wheeler Yuta apparently is Jesus.
Immune to power drive.
Wheeler Yuta has. Oh, that was gonna come out horrible. Wheeler Yuta, he was doing them Jake Paul exercises when he put that. He has that helmet on, and he has a weight attached to it, and he's just moving his head up and down. That's what Wheeler Yuta do because his neck.
I saw that in Creed too. I thought that was crazy.
Man, they got to start calling Wheeler Yuta the Iron Neck, man. Because look, it ain't the Iron Sheik. That man's just the Iron Neck. Because look,
my bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You're obviously childish. So it's
well, chill. We ain't gotta go through that conclusion.
Yeah. No, but the Iron Neck is. See, look at that child. See, he gonna get offended when I call him childish. He gonna be childish.
You just make it sound like a comic book character, the Iron Neck.
That's what he is. That's what I'm gonna start calling him now. I call Wheeler Yuta the Iron Neck because he got power driven into whatever, however you want to. He got hit with 2 power drivers back to back by the best friends and kicked out at 2 and won the match for his team. Won the match. Devin, we mentioned a lot about power drivers in this show, about pretty much talking about how power drivers are kind of like they should be the more so the end result to a match because they look like it. You know, it's pretty much. And I want to ask you, are we tweaking? And I'm asking, are we tweaking because like maybe this isn't a bad thing. I want to ask you, is this a bad thing? Maybe are we WWE washed? And I mean that because power drivers are banned in WWE. So the last time we seen one was like in 2012 when CM Punk did it to John Cena, and I freaking dropped my tacos on the ground. I was flabbergasted. But the last person that did it probably before him was like a Jerry Lawler. Other than that, the alternatives was Kane and Undertaker, Tombstone power driver. Nobody was kicking out of that unless it was WrestleMania. Devin, Celia and Wheeler Yuta kick out of 2 power drivers. Is that crazy to you? Or are we just, WWE washed to seeing something like that?
I wouldn't say we're WWE washed, although it did kind of, create our judgment on those moves. But kicking out of 2 power drivers, no. And especially you winning the match as well. And it's just I'm not saying it's just regular match, just regular match on televised television. That's a new one. But if this, like you said, with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania kicking out, I get it. The stakes are higher. Just the adrenaline.
His career was on the line.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like it's just everything, the chips are all on the table. Might as well, my neck hurt, but hey, I'm still in it. But on a regular just episode of Dynamite, out of 2, no. Now, maybe 1 I give you, maybe 1, but 2, it's just the power driver. Just if you look at the move, it looked like that should be wraps for somebody. The psychology of the move is you're just driving somebody's head, top of their head, straight to the mat. That should be devastating. And it's such a move that can be just so gone or so wrong. We've seen how dangerous that move can be. So to just see it, just off the top rope, things like that, people kick out. What the heck? I get it, Iron Neck. Like, what is your neck made out of? Titanium, vibranium, what? So, no, it's just a power driver is just a devastating move that it's just, I would actually hate to see that move become like a super kick. It's just boom, everybody does it because it's such a devastating move and it could go wrong and just literally cause so much damage.
Exactly. This is what Wheeler Yuta gonna walk into a Dynamite one day looking like. You keep taking these power drivers, man. Whatsoever.
I was wondering what you would do. That is what it's gonna look. It's just gonna drive your head deeper and deeper into your torso.
No, it just don't make any sense. I'm sorry, I accidentally clicked on the YouTube stream and you just see me like in my turtle position. But no, I just don't
like that, man.
Right, exactly. Oh, man,
body gotta go.
I'm telling you, man, I'd be terrified. I don't know. I need Bane to stretch me out. Pause.
I forgot.
Childish.
Yeah, if you look at that, childish. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. But look, here's where my problem is. When I say Wheeler Yuta, I'm sorry. When I say the Iron Neck is supposed to be like this, I don't want to say this good because he is good. He is a really good wrestler. But the fact that you're kicking out of everything, you were a bloody pulp. Jon Moxley hit you with a pile driver and 3 of his finishing moves, and you still kicked out. And it took for him to choke you out to lose. If that's the case, if Wheeler Yuta is that resilient, why isn't he fighting for the AEW World Championship? Why is he Ring of Honor champion? What are you protecting? You need to be protecting this company, my guy. Like, if you're that resilient, how come you're not fighting for the TNT championship? Like, you over here got this LaMickey Ring of Honor championship, and that's because them. And I say listen LaMickey because we're always seeing this pay-per-views now. You know, we haven't nothing has came about from Ring of Honor yet. We haven't seen nothing yet. And we'll see one. We'll see something in 2 days. I'll actually be doing my predictions in a couple days. But Wheeler Yuta, they're making him kicking out of everything. He's doing whatever. Like, making him pretty much out to be the Iron Neck, to be pretty much Jesus out there. Why won't they do that? Can you do that for anybody and make it successful? Can you think of somebody that can kick out of every like Adam Cole could do something like that? But like, can you think of anybody, or can this work for everybody? Is what I'm trying to say.
No, because that's the thing. If that's the case, then it's just gonna change the entire way you walk into every match. Because this is like, if everybody can just kick out of the most devastating thing or multiple finishers, it's like, what am I? If somebody does finally get finished by just one finisher, then I'm like, well, what the heck? Yet last week you kicked out of 3 of them. Like, what's going on? And, like I said, that just tailors the mind to just like, what am I supposed to expect now? I always thought, a finisher was called a finisher. Like, exactly. That's supposed to be raps, but somebody doing about 4 or 5 of them. What am I? Is your finisher trash? Like, can you not do it the same way? What's going on? Like, it just raises more questions than it really needs to be.
Exactly. Another thing that brought up more questions than it needed to was the real life beef between Seth Rollins and Riddle. Now, Devin, I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, this is my first time even hearing about this. Did you know about this?
I did. About this, yeah, I know. I was confused because it was not too long ago. Like, it was, I said off camera. Like, it wasn't like televised wise. It was footage from somebody's cell phone. But I believe Seth Rollins was coming out and like Riddle was leaving, and they were like dancing and stuff to Seth Rollins' music. I'm like, oh, they cool now. Okay, cool. And then I hear this. I'm like, well, what's going on? I thought y'all was cool. Y'all out here dancing and having fun, all that stuff. I guess not.
Yeah, I went to SmackDown last month. It was awesome, by the way. And there was
I kind of ring and got beat up, but
it was pretty cool. I got myself a John Cena shirt. So I got my what do I have my I thought I had my cup here. I also bought a cup. Oh, I got a Drew McIntyre. I got a signed Drew McIntyre poster too, man. I went all out. No pun intended. Yeah, but so I went to SmackDown. And that's something I also got to talk to you about. But Riddle and Seth had a dark match. Obviously, Riddle won. So it was pretty funny. Like, it was cool. Like, it was a dark match, so obviously they just clowned a little. Like, it wasn't much going on. So to get into what
he said, obviously, like Seth Rollins some scrub or something. Dang.
Well, yeah, it's a dark match. Like,
I'm just saying. He's like, obviously. I'm like, dang. He said like Seth Rollins is trash out here.
Yeah, well, it's a dark match. We're expecting Riddle to win anyway. So I'm like, you know what, it's fine.
Let's see what you said. Like, dang.
Mm-hmm. Nah, but Seth Rollins tweeted out a couple days ago. He says, and it was talking about Riddle. He says, I've hated this guy for a long time. Nashville is going to be a reckoning. And so he was talking about they had their beef they had in 2020. Riddle's wife, then wife, her name was Lisa. She had this long Instagram post. I'm not going to quote it word for word, but she called pretty much female wrestlers straight, skinny, jiggly fat. That's her words. She was saying that the female wrestlers are straight, skinny, jiggly fat. And it was pretty much the picture. The person that was in the picture was Becky Lynch. And so Seth Rollins was pissed. And so Riddle, in an interview with Alex McCarthy, says, I'll be honest with you. I've met Seth Rollins a couple times, and he's met me, and I don't think we'll ever be friends. He says, I don't think we like one another. I think we're just two different people. Although we both love wrestling, I know my significant other said something about Becky Lynch that they didn't like. I also did not like or agree with it. And Seth didn't like me after that. And I don't think Becky liked me or my wife either, which is understandable. It is what it is. And then even after they said they cleared it up, he's apologized. Seth Rollins has accepted the apology. And Riddle still quotes, I don't think we'll still be friends. Devin, your thoughts on the issue?
I feel like they're cool. I think they're cool actually. I just think
you think we're being worked, brother?
I feel we are. We are being definitely worked because they know
we said it like a detective. I think we are.
I think we are because I just want people to know. I know what's going on out here in these streets. Quit playing with me. I always got my ear out to the streets, man. They got to pick my ear up off the street every morning because they wake up and see it. But I digress. By Seth Rollins tweeting out that tweet, that was just nothing but like, oh, y'all think y'all know what's going on? Yeah, I can't stand that dude, man. It's gonna be crazy, and that's just more fuel for it. I mean, that's in this day and age, you know, it never hurts to put more meat on your sandwich of a match. I put it like that.
No, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense, and I'm glad they are. I'm glad they did work it out because this match is gonna be crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like they're both great performers. Like a match like that does not need to be bogged down on just like we don't like each other. Y'all can put on a fire match, do it. You know, y'all got that same interest of wrestling. Do what's best for wrestling, and do that.
Good. I'm glad you said that, because let's get into this book, man. I've been holding this book in my lap for a minute, and my leg is numb. So, Devin, you got 10 questions. My guess, you ain't gonna get more than 6. I'm giving you 6. Let me open this up right here. Wow. And I'm seeing the young Hardy Boys. This is pretty cool. Let me see. We got Howard Finkel.
Oh,
Hulk Hogan. What you mean, brother? We don't talk about him much. Devin, how good are you with Hall of Famers?
I say I'm all right. I'm all right.
You all right?
You know, I ain't that crazy about it, but you know, I know a little something.
You know what? Here, let me give you this one. Let me give you this guy. I'm not gonna give you his name. I'm just gonna give you the height, weight, where he's from, and his title history.
Great.
2005 and 2008. You ready?
Yes, sir.
This guy, 5'8", 150 pounds, from New York City. Title history, World Tag Team Champion. He was a Cruiserweight Champion, a European Champion, and a Hardcore Champion. Devin, who is this wrestler?
And you say he's from
New York City, 5'8", 150 pounds.
Yikes. Okay. Oh, dang. Let's see. European champion, hardcore champion.
He's not a legend.
Dang.
You know what? Fine. I'll give you his signature move. But actually, I can't give you his signature move because the signature move gives it away. Oh yeah, you're pretty much stuck.
Dang. Okay. Wow. Okay. Dang, I didn't think it was gonna be like this.
5'8", 150 pounds.
So he ain't that big.
Yeah, that's why I keep phrasing it.
Dang, this. See, man. Maybe it's just this question. You know what? It's always the first one's always that tough one. It's all good. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. You know, man, enough to admit. Like, you know.
The wrestler I was speaking of, 5'8", 150, Spike Dudley.
Well, see, you know what? I think of Spike Dudley. I'm thinking of like 2003, 2 or something. You know,
Once you start going from 2005 to 8, I'm just probably making excuses, but they're reasonable.
He said, "I'm just probably making excuses."
Reasonable ones though. I saw her good. You know what? It's always that one that got away.
You know what? You know.
Chalk it up to that.
Look, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. I'm trying to look deeper into the crevices. Devin, what was the pay-per-view that Rocky Maivia debuted at?
Survivor Series.
Yes, sir. 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look, I got you right here. Doing it so far, so good. So far, so good. I'm over here like flinging through this. Who is this?
Man, he was just like, I see the dust flying up in his face.
Yeah, I'm like, see, you can even hear it. Like, it's just so ridiculous. I'm trying to find something.
It's all accident.
I got you. What was the name of Chris Jericho's talk show in WWE?
The highlight reel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's that? 2 or 3?
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at
that. 2 or 3. Look, okay, you're doing better. You're doing better than what I thought you. Okay. Should I say this one? Because it's pretty much the same question, just a different superstar. Nah, I'm gonna do it. What was the name of Edge's talk show?
Cutting Edge.
Yes, sir. 4 or 5.
Look at that. Man, quit playing. I told y'all they had me in the first half. They had me. But
yeah,
me. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? That's that dog in me. I can't keep him down, man. Quit playing. Oh, shush.
Here it goes. I got you. Oh, this one's a hard one. I can't give you that one. I can't give you that one. Here, I got you right here. I got you. You are not gonna get this one. If you get this one, I don't know what I do. This wrestler, 6'7", 280 pounds, from San Diego, California. Title history, World Tag Team Champion. That's all. He's only been a World Tag Team Champion. His signature move, Full Throttle.
What's his? God. Okay, I'll put it like this.
I'll put it like this.
Dang it. Oh, okay. So 2005 to 2008, right.
Yeah.
Was that Chuck Palumbo?
Yes, sir.
Look at that
was Chuck Palumbo.
I told y'all quit playing. I told y'all.
Wow.
Around,
wow.
Ain't no games. I remember Chuck Palumbo, man. He thought he was Undertaker with that motorcycle. It's all good though. He was cool.
Wow. What was it? Full Throttle that gave it away?
Yes.
I figured, man. I'm gonna stop doing signature moves now. I gotta take signature moves out of here. I'm not gonna do that one.
Maybe out here playing, man.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find where I can. That's not a good one. Oh, I got you. What year did Eddie Guerrero win his first WWE championship?
This was 2000. Wait, say that again.
What year did Eddie Guerrero win his first WWE championship? The big one.
Oh, okay. You know, because my mind was all like deeper about it. That was 2004.
Final answer?
Yes.
You're 6 or 7. You are 6 of 7. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah. You're 6 or 7.
There was no way out. But my boy Eddie found a way.
See, man, I want to ask you some of these wrestlers, but like their freaking finishing move kind of gives it away.
True.
So it's just crap, man. This is stupid.
Look at that.
If I ask that, you ain't gonna get it. Nah, you ain't gonna get it.
Dang.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it because I wouldn't even get it if you told me.
Is it another superstar one?
Huh?
Is it another superstar?
It was a group. It's a faction. I'll just ask you. It's not gonna. It'll be a bonus question. Whoever knew it. Devin, can you name me the women in the Extreme Expose group?
Kelly.
You said Kelly?
Well, you said you want me to name them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try my best here.
There's 3 of them.
I want to say Kelly.
Yep, that's
Layla.
1. That's 2.
Crap, what was the third one? Dang, so that's always that one that get away. Don't say nothing. Dang. Wow, I really cannot what was going on here, man? Like shoot, man, who was that third? Hey. Okay, yeah, I said Layla, I said Kelly. Dang.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself. It's okay.
Shoot, it really is third. I'm like, I got the like SpongeBob, they going crazy.
He said, I can't breathe.
Shoot, man. No, she wasn't in that, was she? Maria, was she in that? No, she wasn't. Dang. I don't think she was, but I'm gonna say Maria. I don't think she was though.
She was not. It was a lady named Brooke. Don't ring a bell.
I think you know what.
I wouldn't have got it. I wouldn't.
Yeah, because I remember, but I'm like, I guess the other one they.
Yeah, but I won't count that to you. I won't put that on you.
Look at the people.
This is a cruiserweight wrestler, 5'9", 202 pounds, from Hanover, West Virginia. His signature move is a modified dragon sleeper. Title history: he's only been cruiserweight champion. You're 6 or 7.
Wow. Okay.
If you need me to repeat something, I will. Huh?
Where he was from again?
He's from Hanover, West Virginia.
I'm trying to like play it in my head. From Hanover, West Virginia. When he get Dang, you say he's only been cruiserweight champion? That's all?
He's only been cruiserweight champion.
Dang. Wow. Man, me and these cruiserweights just do not get along, huh? Dang it, you know what? It was a good ride, but I'm gonna have to
You tapping out?
I have to admit that I'm human and
Hey, it's cool. It's cool. Jamie Noble, West Virginia, modified dragon sleeper.
Oh, see, I'll be hoping that the place they're from will ring a bell to me and be like, oh yeah, but yeah, sorry, Jamie.
Here, this should be a decent one. Can you name me the 5 members of Job Squad?
Job Squad. Dang. Wow. You know what? That's an under the carpet one for me because I really, that's not even out. Yeah, you know what?
Oh, it's not ringing a bell at all?
Nah, dang, Job Squad.
Oh, I got you. Okay, then here goes a different one.
What is going on, man?
Okay, I got you right here. I was gonna ask you a crazy one. I don't know how to phrase this, but I'm gonna just answer it a certain way. Who? Nah, okay, I'm gonna just answer it straight up. I'm gonna just ask it straight up. What year did John Cena defeat 5 men in an elimination chamber to only get cashed in by the rated R superstar Edge?
Oh, this is tricky to me because
what year is that?
That was 2000 hold on. 2006.
You are 6 of 8.
2006. That's my final. Wait, hold on. Dang, man, that would always trip me out because I can't tell it. Dang, did the pay-per-view happen in January, December? Because I know the pay-per-view, I just can't. The year is like it's New Year's resolution or something, but I I can't help if it was after because no WWE weird. I want to say 2006. Well, yeah, it's a resolution. It could be after the year 2006. That's my final answer, and I'm saying it with my chest.
You saying it with your chest?
Yes.
Your chest is correct.
Look at that.
2006.
Look at that. Quit playing with your man. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. See,
Here.
man.
This is a hard one. I got you right here.
See, he gotta aim me on the side.
You're 7-9. This is the last question. This is undermining. Oh no, I'm not gonna waste it on him. Here, the question was before John Bradshaw Layfield, who was he?
Bradshaw.
There was one in between. 6'6", 309 pounds from Roscoe, Texas. Signature move, the lariat clothesline. What was his name in? Oh no, this was in 1996. Wow, so this was I think this is before. Would this be before APA?
Yeah. Because APA was after. Wait, no, APA was after the Nation of Domination. Correct.
Right. And so this was in 1996.
And we talking about Bradshaw.
JBL.
Dang, what?
He's known as Justin Hawk Bradshaw.
I did not know that. I thought he was just open. Man, look at that, man. That's
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It's always room for improvement, as they say. You know, right? You know. If you're not learning, you're not growing. And if you ain't growing, what is you doing?
No, look, we're just spitting wrestling knowledge right now. Oh my goodness. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said this on air in Arizona. I'm saying it on air on the podcast. Somebody said that they interviewed Maria Kanellis. I said, look, Maria Kanellis was the reason I put the toys down as a kid. Look.
I mean, I guess as a grown man, you can.
Whoa. No. I was just playing with toys. I looked up at the TV. I looked at my John Cena action figure. I looked up. I was like, I don't want to play with you anymore. Drop them.
No, see, he got the nerve to call me Andy, and he got an actual story of dropping toys. See, look at that, people.
That's because when I drop toys, it's for a solid reason.
Don't I have a solid reason? It's a double.
This man do not have a solid reason. He'd be like, well, I guess Liv Morgan off air for a little bit. I'm just gonna see what Jay Cargill up to. Well, I haven't seen Jay Cargill in a minute.
Why would I cheer for somebody that's not on TV? What? There's nothing to cheer for. At that point, you're not cheering, you're just celebrating.
Hey, I got you.
You cheer for present events and you celebrate past events. I rest my case though.
I got you right here. What year did Shelton Benjamin have his mama as a manager?
I want to say that this was 2004.
Final answer?
Yes.
2005.
What are you? You know what? I mean, I can't really argue, I guess.
Yeah, listen to this. Mama said to him, "You gonna be champion. And if I gotta beat you down to make it happen, I'm gonna do it."
That's what my mom tell me every day, man.
I'm telling you. It said weeks later, Shelton announced that the woman who brought him into this world left WWE to undergo corrective heart surgery. Since her procedure, she stayed away and allowed her boy to find her own way into the ring. Ain't that so heartfelt?
Hey, it's a story, man.
Shelton Benjamin then went on to tag team with a white man. And it's like the captions at the very end. But look, that was awesome.
Dang, man, the WWE
7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. You're killing these. So far, so good. I'll be underestimating you. But I'm the one thing I'm not going to underestimate you on is ending your speech on time. Because is there anything you want to say to the audience? We have 2 minutes left before we close this show out.
Look at that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, people all around the world, wherever you are, if you in the basement, if you in the attic, if you in the bedroom, if you even in the bathroom, I ain't gonna judge. We all humans, right? But look at that. Your boy is a visionary, a revolution. No, I'm not even gonna do that because somebody else says it in that order. And I'm me. I'm me. You know, it's so true that even he says it that I say it. That's how you know it's true. And I ain't finna get into that. But I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it sweet. It's been a little long. I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep it moderate. How about that? Look at that. We using more words off the dome. So don't know where that accent came from. Let's hope it doesn't come back. But I'm gonna end it like this. If this man spews any more that garbage on the Twitter, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. It's just, all this stuff happened. It just blows right back up in their face. It's all good. They underestimate me like he did just now. And look at that. Look at that. I overcame. I overachieved. That's what I do. When they tell me, Devin, you ain't finna get these predictions right, I just do it. And that's how I'm gonna leave it. You already know. It's been Devin Lee Crimes Jr. and I'm gonna hand it back over to the number one hater in the nation. Under the sun ain't no fun. Isaiah Jackson, I got my picture on my phone case. I ain't gonna judge. It's kind of cold. Junior.
You know what? I'm glad that I said I was gonna underestimate you because
I got smoke coming up my microphone, man. Oh shoot. I need to chill out with the fire. Man, I see why Seth Rollins be Seth Rollins here, man. It's kind of fun. I rest my case.
You see, I'm glad I underestimated you. I told you you wasn't gonna make it to the past the time limit, and that's exactly what you didn't do. You didn't. Not only did you not reach the time limit, you single-handedly just destroyed every brain cell in my head with that entire speech.
You know what? I ain't even gonna say that, man.
Look, I'm sorry. We gotta hit the rewind button. This man, I ain't gonna take too much of your time because this man be underestimating you. Because he be underestimating me and this stuff be crazy. But I'm in your basement. I'm in your crib. I'm in the walls. That match was good. I had gravy last night. Man, I can't believe I could do triple backflips. You know what's crazy? My dog ate my cat the other day. It's still alive, though. I'm like, what is going on, man? I'm like, what is this dude talking about?
I be trying to let people get an insight on what's going on with the visionary. They be asking.
And then you know what? I'm going to start calling you Pastor Devin, Pastor Crimes. Because this man just be lying to y'all. I promise I ain't gonna take too long. I ain't gonna take too much of y'all time. Devin was the dude at church in the background. Take your time, Pastor.
I was ready to go. I want to go play my game. Like, go play.
Hey, man, I can't believe this dude.
Look, I just be in the moment, man. When you feeling it, when you in there, you just go crazy, man.
You know what? I must just start asking this dude when we start the show. When we start the show, I'll be like, Devin, how you feeling today? That way he could go if he want to talk for 10 minutes, he got the 10 minutes.
See, that'd be his time. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I put on the wrong sock this morning, but ain't nobody know. It's all good. I forgot to put a lotion on my elbow, but it's okay.
I'm gonna put time card. I'm gonna put time notes. I'm gonna just put the little time codes when Devin does his stuff. I'm gonna just be like, man, if you want to skip this outro. As soon as they hear the beat drop, they like, man, they press the 30 seconds on the Spotify. Not just like they said.
They're going to open it up. All they're going to hear is, how are you today, Devin? That's all they need to know. That's all they need to know. That's how the visionary doing. That's all. They don't need nothing else. They tell you need water, sunlight. No, all you need to know is how the visionary doing. And I promise you, your days will be much better than they are today. It's been proven as a fact.
I'm glad you got a gimmick. I'm so glad you got a freak. I'm so
what
glad.
You mean? This is not a gimmick. What Roman say? What? He not even Roman to me. What tribal say? What tribal chief say? I am not a gimmick. This is me. I am not a character. I am the character. They be trying to base stuff around me. I don't be basing stuff around them. This is how I wake up every day.
In the words of Damian Priest, that's not how things work here.
He just sound like a school bully, man. You just be walking around. What are you doing with those books? That's not how this works here.
Man, if he jumps ship to AEW, I just want Ricky Starks to run up on him just one time. Ricky Starks just got it, and he just got to talk to him fast. Ricky Starks be talking the mad. I love that man. Look, we got to close the show because there's great shows right after us. and Wild 110. Shout out to Wild 110. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate every listener, every voter, everybody that's just interacted with us. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, we'll see you guys next time.